Hey, how's it going? Thanks for watching. I wanted to do a couple of bonus readings this week since I have some time. I'm here Friday night at home with some free time, so I figured I'll put some more content out for you guys. So I'm going to do two different readings. They're not going to be sign specific, but as I start to read, I'm going to notice which signs are coming up and are most prominent, and I will note that and hashtag that with the videos. So there will be two. I'm hoping that at least having two different ones out there, we get more messages. So we're gonna start off. I'm actually gonna use I might even use 3 different oracle decks. I'm gonna go pretty in depth here because I feel the need to do that. So I want to be there. If you're drawn to this and you could use a video to watch, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to be there for you, okay? So, let's get started. What do we have here? I'm recording this on the night of October 21st. We're starting our Scorpio season, okay? We have 47, the smoky mirror, which is 11, which is 2. There could be something here about meditating and reflecting. There's something here you might be really thinking about or going over. The smoky mirror, it's like trying to look at something that you don't see clearly. You know, that's what I get immediately hearing smoky mirror. So you might be mulling it over, thinking about things. With 11 to 2, it could have to do with someone you perceive as a twin flame. Another person who mirrors you in a way. There's a mirroring effect here, especially with the word mirror on that card. So there was some kind of incident here where you felt a mirroring, and you may be like meditating to process through it. So let's see what we get. Okay. So, the smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied, yet cannot be immediately known in the world. The mystery of how things come together, and how they fall apart, without obvious causality. Sorry. If I said casualty, it could involve something, ending. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial, or the inability or refusal to see the truth. When the symbol of the smoky mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that, past the limits of your current ability to perceive, there is a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenging to fully grasp. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, in the hidden realms, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror will ultimately show you beauty and wonder once the fog lifts and the distortion you see now. Again, you're not seeing something fully clearly right now, but it's divine orchestration. You know, something's going to make sense later on. Or it might make sense in the next few days. You know, this is like a weekend reading, so in the next few days, things might start to make a little more sense. Or, you know, if they don't have to make 100% sense too. It's more, sometimes it's just coming to terms with things. That's for what they are. So. Okay. With the mirroring, the twin flames, I am getting like strong. There's the 2 signs I'm getting strongly for that are Aquarius and Gemini for the smoky mirror. So that's 100% intuitive. But what else do we have here? Okay. We got 2. I'll take both of them. I don't think I'm going to do an Ancient Animal Wisdom since we got 2. So we'll have 3 cards total. You have number 7, so you have 2 7s already. And you have number 1. You know, number 1's like the Fool card, so this does allude to the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith, having hope. Just trying something and hoping that it's going to work out somehow. With this card number 7, I always get different interpretations for this card, but for tonight, For tonight, what I'm thinking is like a cheap, like a cheap little item. I don't know, like it's like something you get all the time, or it's like if you're playing Scrabble, it's like one of like the letters that's only worth 1 point. It's like, oh great, another E. Like what am I gonna spell with like 4 E's, an X, and a P? You know, like I'm getting something like that. I don't know what's triggering that about that card, but I'm getting like a very like common thing, or like with Monopoly money, like a dollar bill instead of like the $100, $500. I'm getting, but it's like a toy. I'm getting something about a toy. It's like having a lot of something that's not worth much. It's like quantity over quality, apparently, something like that, right? It's like you'd rather have a $500 bill than 10 $1 bills in Monopoly. You know, you have more power in the game. It's about like, it's like relating to a game, so I don't know if that could be like a literal game, or it's this idea of some kind of like psychological game, or the game of like, you know, they say like getting in the game, like making money and, you know, living in the system or whatever it is. But playing the game, you know, I'm working my way up in the system. Whoop-de-doo. Here we go. Number 7. Infinity, no limits, perseverance. Difficult things take a long time, impossible things a little longer. The abstract concept of infinity is given a visual reference here. This card represents limitless possibilities that infinity embraces. A monkey would, by random keystrokes, eventually put them in the precise order required to replicate the entire works of Shakespeare. This intriguing theory is effective despite its overwhelming odds because it defines infinity in terms other than an abstract improbability. It provides enough essence of possibility that it can be quantified and grasped, even if only in the realms of our imagination. But then, we are free to imagine so many other improbable scenarios. It is appealing to consider that any personal goal or ambitions, no matter how fanciful, can by the same criteria as our Shakespearean analogy ultimately be achieved. The only limitation to their fulfillment is a matter of time and effort. And what I was almost going to stop halfway through this and just be like, a monkey's not going to be alive long enough to try enough times to replicate the entire works of Shakespeare. That's BS. It's just, it's BS. It's like, oh wait, I was thinking like, I can't wait to be done reading this because this is complete BS. It's like, I'm just like, a monkey's not going to write Shakespeare. How long does a monkey live? 10, 20 years? Like, a monkey's not going to write Shakespeare. And please, there's enough monkeys being experimented on or whatever out there. All these, like, things with animals being in experiments and stuff. It's like, leave the monkeys alone. Why don't you just leave the monkeys alone, right? So, I stick with what I said by that. Like, a cheap, like, common little thing in a game. It's like, a lot of something cheap. Or, like, almost like someone, it's like this idea of someone who feels very proud of like what they have accumulated, but if most people see it, it's like, it looks like a lot of common things or a lot of cheap things, but it's like a lot of them. So I don't know, I'm getting Scrabble letters. I mean, that's probably because there's all those letters in the background. There's something about that card that's, look up the angel number 4771 and see what it tells you. It's like a lot of things, but it's like a lot of it, but it's not worth much. It's like clutter. Someone might need to consolidate also. There's something about consolidating. It could even be with the ideas with the smoky mirror. So this one is a new beginning and release from the past. You may have a fresh start at any moment you choose, for this thing we call quote-unquote failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. To move on from failures or simply to expand and explore new horizons, we make choices to leave the past behind. Whether it is in the form of treasured objects of material or symbolic value, relationships, careers, familiar surroundings, or even personal ideals, at some point we may have to discard them like a tree shedding leaves in order to liberate ourselves and allow for future growth. On the floor are 3 discarded cards, each a fool for my 3 tarot decks. From the box, their spirits are released as doves for a new beginning. Ensure that the time is right to move on. Has your present circumstance been truly fulfilled, or is it being abandoned prior to its completion? And there's a lot of ways to interpret the card, but since we have the 3 cards, I'm going to stop there for the oracle reading. There is something here about contemplation. Someone is processing things and trying to gain clarity. There's a lot of reflection here, and it's reflection on the past. The only way someone's going to be able to move forward with a new beginning is to have this done. It's just weird because in between this reflective, like productive, meditative state and actually like the doves getting freed and like the peace coming in and the release and ready for the new, there's this card that's just so weird to me right now. It's so weird. I've pulled this card so many times, and there's something about that number 7 monkey at the typewriter with the letters behind it and the weird math equation and this idea of infinity. It's like, I don't know if someone needs to consolidate, if there's something here about like playing a game but having a lot of stuff that's not worth much or worth anything. Clutter, like decluttering. It could also be like with the idea of Scrabble, like words, like how valuable the words might be, like the value of the words, because I keep getting Scrabble vibes. I'm also getting Monopoly vibes, which is about like property. So it's like how valuable the words might be, or the property. It's like with some kind of property, maybe the idea of like you don't want something where it's like a lot. It's like quality over quantity. So it was a interesting oracle reading for sure, but we're going to move on now to the tarot, okay? So Aries is the Fool card. So with the other card, I'm getting Aries. And then for the monkey, I mean, the 7th month would be July, Cancer, Leo. Something that happened in July or involving a Cancer. 7. Let's just leave it there. Okay. All right, Spirit, what do we have here? Who needs a message right now? We're starting off with the Devil. What a way to start. So, could be a Capricorn involved. There could be fear. There could be toxic behavior, addictions, codependency. The King of Wands. Someone is making some kind of an announcement related. Either someone's telling a Capricorn something loud and clear, or there's someone making an announcement here about this negative aura. We have the 4 of Swords and the Justice. Strong Libra. It's like with the King of Wands to the 4 of Swords, it's like someone really has a big announcement to make. They have some big announcement. They have a lot to say, and then they go right from that to not talking at all. The King of Wands to the 4 of Swords. A lot to say and then not talking. It could also be someone, like it could be something happening while someone's trying to sleep. There's some kind of loud noise. The Devil and the King of Wands with the 4 of Swords. As someone sleeps, there's like negative interference, and it's related to noise, possibly someone trying to like make an announcement or talk. And with the Justice, the Justice is about contracts, karma, legal matters. What's fair, trying to balance the scales out. You know, we have in this card specifically, we have the 2 faces. One of them looks a little evil here, or the other one looks sad. So it's like there's 2 energies here, and the energies are trying to, it's like something needs to balance out here, or something will balance out here. Because there's such a difference in the energies. What's making one person happy, and it seems to be happy off of a certain level of malicious intent, with the look on that face. it's someone here who looks like they're laughing at someone's misfortune, and then the other one is just like the other one's just not doing well, not feeling well. They're hurt, they're sad. So someone is a seer. We have the third eye and like the little Illuminati symbol there. Someone's a seer. They see things in the future, or they have foresight. They have good intuition. So let's see what we want next. We'll do the modern witch. Ten of Pentacles. Devil, Ten of Pentacles can definitely be a Capricorn. There could be something here about someone who is very money, like consumed by finances. Everything is like overly like money focused, money hungry, greedy. The Nine of Wands. This big announcement is about somebody trying to establish boundaries or protect themselves. It's like protecting, it's like someone makes an announcement about like their boundaries or or self-protection. You have the Justice again. And the Six of Cups. So Justice twice. Now, it's weird because on one side of the Justice here, there's the Four of Swords, which is rest, healing, recovery, not speaking, sleeping. The other side of the Justice here is Six of Cups, which is memories or possibly children. But what I really get here is there's two sides of a story, you know, with the Justice coming up like this. One here, and then these other cards. It's like there's two sides of a story. Okay, let's see what we have with the Gilded Tarot. High Priestess flipped right over. Strong Pisces, strong intuition. Three of Cups. I'm hearing like vehicles outside my place right now, so that's why I seem a little bit distracted, because remember I was saying someone hears something when they're trying to sleep. So it could be something having to do with like motorized vehicles or a motor. I remember once I went camping, like I drove all the way out to like this lake, really secluded, and I was ready to have my night in nature, and we were all like on the same page, and then someone showed up with this super loud generator and totally ruined the whole night for everyone. So it was so obnoxious and loud. So I'm thinking of something like that. We have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Seven of Cups. So many cups energy here. It's Three of Cups, Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, High Priestess. So that's all water energy on the bottom. It's like it flows, it's like as the time progresses this weekend, it flows into a very emotion-based energy. It involves someone trying to follow something they're guided to. Again, there's this idea of like trusting what someone feels, or trusting where they're being guided. With the Three of Cups, it could have to do with like friends, social groups, parties, celebrations. Knight of Cups, there's an invitation. Someone could get invited to a party. And then Seven of Cups, there's a lot of different options. I feel like someone gets invited to some kind of social event, and there's a lot of different things that they could do. It's not just like you go and it's like there's one activity, or it's like dancing and eating or talking or whatever. It's like there's a lot of different things going on here with the Seven of Cups. So if it's going to a party, you might have a lot of like different people there that you're going to mingle with. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. Like there's a lot of people who want to socialize. And yeah, that could be interesting. Why the Devil to start? We got the Five of Pentacles. So with the Devil, the Five of Pentacles, there could be somebody here who has it's like a fear of being rejected, or a mentality of lack, like a lack mentality, like not good, like doubting something, something's not good enough, I'm not good enough, fear mentality. You got the Ace of Cups here too. Why the Justice? The Emperor. Six of Wands. So it's either someone trying to take control of the situation to make it fair, and they're successful with making it fair, or there's something here where like a father or a husband is completing some kind of like a legal case, or a contract. It's like a successful like contract involving a father, a husband, possibly an Aries. I did get Aries with the Fool card. So there could be an Aries here who is successful with this contract execution, or getting this contract. Page of Pentacles. Now, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, it could have to do with a home or a property. There's news about money here. It could be something like someone in the family. Why the Justice? Someone might be giving money to their child, the Six of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Especially with the Five of Pentacles, the Devil, if somebody fears like poverty or fears not having enough money, someone's like father or husband might actually, it looks like a father because the Six of Cups, like that, they might actually give them money, a gift of money. The Two of Wands for the Justice, so the Hierophant. Now this other Justice card comes in, and somebody here is like, well, now what am I gonna do? Like maybe it's like replacing one agreement for another, it seems. So it's like someone's looking for something else, it's another commitment here. So it could either be like remarrying, or it could be like, if it's with property, selling one house and buying another house. Possibly buying a house like for their child. But with the Hierophant, there's some kind of like a strong committing like bond. There's an agreement here. There's also two keys. Someone might want to like buy a house for their child and like live in it with them. Eight of Swords, the Sun, Seven of Pentacles. It's a good investment. Someone realizes it's a good investment, but I feel like once they realize like the extent of like the commitment they're making, they kind of get in their head a little bit about it before they realize like, all right, well actually this is like a really good thing. So then it goes to the Sun. The Eight of Pentacles wanted to come out here, so this social, it could be networking for work. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of work, and then you have all this stuff about going to like a social event, an invitation to a social event. There's a lot of different things to do, or it could be like a work party. Okay, Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Someone's trying to defend something or explain themselves about wanting to cooperate, and it could definitely have to do with like a work agreement. So there could be someone here like giving a presentation or explaining like the benefits of joining some kind of work agreement with them. Ace of Cups is there could be some kind of very happy news. There could be an offer of love or like new emotional connection developing. But someone's going to be very happy. This is strong Pisces. Someone is going to want to have some kind of a work agreement here. All right. Strong Libra with the Justice twice. So I have my signs picked out. I had all the air signs because I had Gemini and Aquarius too. We have Libra, we have strong Aries, Capricorn, Taurus with the Hierophant. Pisces. All this water energy here. Cancer, Seven of Cups is kind of like Cancer energy. Strong Pisces with the High Priestess, though. So you have peace. Someone wants peace. Or you're going to have peace. You are lovable. It's matching with that Fool card, which is interesting too, because you see these two colors here? Hold on. You see these two colors here? Look at the colors on her dress. And this is about a new beginning, letting go of the past. Next one we got is a real estate transaction. I definitely picked up on something about that, so could be in the works. You have eat your greens, so remember to eat healthy. And we have banter. There's something here with peace related to banter, so I don't know how that relates, but peace and banter. I feel like someone might make a comment about someone's pants or their shoes or something, or like what they're wearing is what I'm getting to. It could be like a fabric. It doesn't have to be something you're wearing, like a fabric or clothing. Or a backdrop. There's some kind of like joke, and it could even like be very hippie. It could have like a peace sign, or just be very like hippie vibes, 60s vibes. So that's what I have. Few different messages here, you know, but it looks like someone is coming in to offer someone help. Someone here, either it's too noisy at night or something, and there's like, it gets resolved. There's some kind of trading in, like, it's with the Justice twice. It's like one contract gets traded in for another. One agreement gets traded in for another. There is idea of committing to something here with the Hierophant. So there is something someone wants to commit to. It could be a father and their child. There's this social event that's going on here. There's a lot going on with it, and it might result in someone wanting to have some kind of a team agreement or working on something together or work agreement. And with the Ace of Cups and the Fool, look at that. And we had it connected with that Fool card. There is a potential for love here for someone. It's a new shot at love. So that's what we got. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Take care.